I am Yasuke, an African warrior whose life has been a tapestry of trials, triumphs, and transformation, a journey that has carried me from the sunlit expanses of my homeland to the disciplined heart of feudal Japan. I was born beneath the unyielding African sun, where the earth sang with ancient rhythms and every dawn whispered promises of adventure. My childhood was steeped in the vibrant pulse of a land rich with history, a place where elders gathered beneath star-strewn skies to pass on the lore of our people, where every story was a lesson in honor, resilience, and the enduring bonds of community. Life was raw and unfiltered, a constant dance with nature's fury and grace, and it was in those formative years that I learned to value strength, loyalty, and the beauty of our shared heritage. Fate, however, had a far grander design in store for me. In an unforeseen twist, I found myself swept away from the familiar rhythms of home. I was aboard a ship that traversed vast, uncharted waters, a journey that tested my spirit with days that melted into one another under a relentless sun, and nights where the roar of the ocean echoed my inner uncertainties. Yet in that crucible of hardship, I clung to the memories of my childhood, to the unyielding spirit that had been forged in the heart of Africa. When I finally set foot on the shores of Japan, I entered a realm of contrasts. Here, delicate cherry blossoms drifted in the spring breeze, and the art of war was elevated to a discipline that bordered on ritual. The customs were as intricate as they were unfamiliar. The measured bows of respect, the silent codes etched into every gesture, and a society where honor was not merely a concept, but the very essence of life. Every moment in this new land was a revelation, a vivid lesson in the power of tradition, the discipline of the samurai, and the quiet strength that underpinned every aspect of this society. It was in this enigmatic world that destiny introduced me to a visionary leader whose ambition burned as fiercely as my own determination. Recognizing a spark within me, a potential that transcended the confines of my origins, he welcomed me into his fold. Under the guidance of this great commander, I was entrusted with the honor of embracing the samurai way. No longer was I defined solely by the story of my past. I was now a warrior, molded by a code that demanded not only physical prowess, but an unyielding commitment to integrity, courage, and the pursuit of excellence. The path of the samurai was one of ceaseless learning and relentless discipline. With every dawn, I immersed myself in the art of combat. The rhythmic clang of my sword in practice, the steady cadence of disciplined training, and the countless hours spent perfecting each movement all became part of a transformative ritual. Every swing, every parry was a meditation, a dialogue between my past and the future I was striving to create. In the heat of training, I discovered that the art of war was not solely about brute strength. It was an expression of balance, precision, and the quiet determination to push beyond one's limits. Yet, amid the relentless pace of battle and the rigidity of tradition, I often sought moments of stillness to reconcile the dualities within me. In the silent hours before dawn, or the gentle lull after the storm of conflict, I would find solace beneath the ancient trees or by a quietly flowing stream. It was during these moments that vivid memories of the African savannas would surge back. Images of boundless skies, the warm glow of communal fires, and the stories of heroes long past. These recollections were more than mere nostalgia. They were the bedrock of my identity, a reminder that no matter how far I roamed, the spirit of my homeland would forever guide my steps. The battlefield in Japan was as unpredictable as it was unforgiving. I recall one particular conflict, a maelstrom of clashing steel and chaotic fury, where the air was thick with the cries of warriors and the metallic scent of blood. In that fierce engagement, I stood at the epicenter of a struggle that transcended personal ambition. With every calculated strike and every desperate parry, I was not only defending my life, but also affirming a belief that honor and duty could defy the very boundaries of culture. In the midst of that turmoil, I fought with the conviction that each blow was a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a spirit that could rise above adversity and forge new paths where none existed. In the wake of battle, as the dust settled and silence reclaimed the land, I found unexpected refuge in the delicate realm of art. The brushstrokes of calligraphy and the measured cadence of poetry became my companions, offering a counterpoint to the relentless chaos of war. With each stroke of the brush, I expressed not just the discipline of a warrior, but also the vibrant, unrestrained emotions of a soul shaped by both conflict and beauty. These moments of creative expression allowed me to capture the duality of my existence, a life steeped in the traditions of two vastly different worlds, yet united by the universal quest for meaning and belonging. Over the years, as the seasons changed and Japan itself underwent a profound transformation, I evolved in ways that defied simple explanation. No longer was I merely a foreign anomaly, a novelty in a land governed by ancient customs. Instead, I became a living bridge between two cultures, embodying the harmonious fusion of my African roots with the noble principles of the samurai. Each experience, whether marked by hardship or illuminated by victory, enriched my understanding of honor and redefined my identity. I began to see that true strength was not measured solely by the edge of a blade or the force of a battle cry, but by the quiet resilience of the heart, a heart that had known both the vibrancy of freedom and the constraints of duty. Yet the journey was not without its burdens. There were times when the solitude of my path weighed heavily upon me, moments when the memories of fallen comrades and the scars of countless battles converged into a profound melancholy. In those reflective hours, I learned that the path of a warrior was as much about embracing loss as it was about celebrating victory. Each wound, visible or hidden deep within, served as a silent chronicle of sacrifice and the relentless passage of time. It was in these moments of introspection that I truly understood the essence of honor. It was not a fleeting accolade, but a perpetual flame that burned within, guiding every choice and every step. As I continued to traverse the rugged terrain of life, the lessons of the past and the promise of the future converged into a singular truth, that our origins, no matter how distant or diverse, enrich the journey toward self-discovery. The spirit of Africa, with its ancient traditions and vibrant stories, flowed through me like a steady current. Simultaneously, the disciplined ethos of the samurai, with its unwavering commitment to honor and duty, forged a new path, a path that allowed me to merge the best of both worlds into a unique identity. In this fusion, I discovered a strength that transcended conventional boundaries, a strength defined not by where I came from, but by the courage to embrace every facet of who I was. Now, as I stand amidst the shifting sands of time, I carry with me the legacy of a life lived at the crossroads of cultures. With every step I take, every swing of my blade, I am reminded of the journeys that have shaped me, from the endless skies of Africa to the hallowed halls of a warrior's court. Each chapter of my story is a testament to the power of transformation, a narrative woven from the threads of resilience, honor, and the relentless pursuit of identity. This is my chronicle, a living testament to the belief that true honor is not confined by the limitations of geography or tradition, but is instead born from the courage to embrace one's full self. I am Yasuke, a warrior of two worlds, and in the echo of every battle, in the whisper of every ancient tale, there lies a reminder that our journey is defined not by the obstacles we face, but by the strength with which we overcome them.